the actual lesson, my part is going to be everything to do with goal setting. What are goals? How to set the goals, especially for new associates, new supervisors. This is very important. I'll just share my quick story with all of you. If you can just let me share. Okay, just 1 second. Yeah, perfect. So you heard I'm actually more than 27 years in the company. When I joined the company, I joined for an extra 10,000-15,000 rupees a month. I come from martial art background, more than 20 years in martial arts. My family is a very educated Indian family. You know, I was born in Mumbai. All my life, I grew up around educated people who worked for other people's goals. I mean, this is really funny because today's lesson, I'm going to talk about how to set our personal goals. And I grew up in a family where everyone worked very hard every day, 5-6 days a week for years, to help other people achieve their goals, their bosses, their company owners. That's what they did for years. And I grew up in that family watching educated people help others achieve their dreams. And I was a guy that hardly finished high school. So I said, if educated people have to struggle like this in life and can never have a beautiful lifestyle and a huge home in the best location, drive beautiful cars, travel the world, give everything that is possible to their family, then what is going to happen to a guy that's not educated, that hardly finished, high school? So I accepted it that my life is going to be very difficult. So I decided to at least do something I love. And I went into martial arts, and after 20 years in martial arts, even though I loved it, I was struggling after 20 years, no money in the bank. I was driving a third-hand car. I didn't achieve anything great in life. Actually, I got into debts and I had no choice. And I started doing physical jobs. I started with 1 job, then 2 jobs, then 3 physical jobs, 18 hours a day, 6 days a week for 5.5 years. Now you would ask, why would you work so hard? Why would anyone work 18 hours a day for 6 days a week for 5.5 years? The reason wasn't because I had, 10, 15 children at home or I had crores in debt. No. The reason I worked so hard is because since I was a teenager, I had dreams. I had dreams. Maybe one day, if I earn enough money, I can buy a nice car. I didn't think about luxury cars, but a nice car. I can maybe travel abroad once in a while, go to a different country, have some great experiences in life. And the only way I understood from being brought up in a family that worked very hard for small money, that if I want to achieve that, I just have to work harder. No one ever taught me to work smarter. So I started doing these horrible physical jobs, 18 hours a day, thinking I can make more money. So maybe I can achieve those goals and achieve those dreams. And of course, that never happened because it doesn't matter how many hours you work in a day. When you work for someone else, you have a very limited amount of things you can put on your list of goals, because you can never really, most of us can't really double or triple our salaries in just a few years. It doesn't really happen. That's not reality. But I accepted it, and I did this job until someone invited me to a Herbalife presentation. And they explained what most of you have seen in your first presentation when you came for the first time. If it's a wow presentation, or maybe your exposure to Herbalife was to a morning club as a customer, it doesn't matter. But the first time I was exposed to Herbalife, they explained a bit about the company, a bit about the products. And to be very honest, I was not really interested. Then they explained the marketing plan. In very, very brief, they explained the general idea of the pay plan. And the one thing I got was that if I introduce people who are better than me, who are smarter than me, who can do things maybe I can't do, who are maybe more educated, more skilled, and they do well in this company, every time they make money, this company is going to pay me. So when I understood this concept, I didn't care about if I understand or don't understand the product, if I understand how this works. I didn't care in the beginning because I saw the opportunity. For the first time in my life, I understood that this company can maybe provide a way, a vehicle to actually achieve serious goals and dreams in life. Because everyone has goals, right? I mean, even when you are working as an employee, I mean, most of us, we have some kind of goals or dreams, at least for some time. But because we don't have a way, we don't have a vehicle to achieve those dreams, we give up on those dreams and we stop dreaming. Like my father used to say, stop dreaming, come back to reality. This is what my papa used to say when I used to tell him, I want to buy one day a Mercedes-Benz. My father would say, stop talking nonsense. Come back to reality. You understand? My father didn't allow me to dream because he could never achieve his goals and dreams. He didn't want me to get disappointed. because we cannot achieve our dreams. But when I saw the marketing plan, I got so excited because there is a possibility. And, and that's the reason I joined the company. I came to my first training, like many of you, and I came to that training and they explained about the different ways. I said, I want to take this business, at least part-time serious. Because I still didn't understand what is possible. I had no confidence in myself. I was still working in these horrible jobs, but I had a small goal. And this is where everything begins. I had a small goal that maybe, if I work even part-time a few hours, I can achieve that goal, which was an extra 10 to 15,000 rupees a month. And this is something very important to understand. You want to write this down in your notes. Goals give us direction. Today's lesson, my part, and of course after me, Amol's part, that part that he's going to do, this is not relative. It's not only for Herbalife. It's basically for every business. The good news in Herbalife, it's possible for anyone and everyone that is serious enough, even as a part-timer, to achieve. But the concepts we are going to talk to you about is not just for Herbalife. It's about any type of success, any type of business someone wants to succeed or do well or make some extra money. These concepts are there. And the first one, which is very important, is the importance of goals. Most people don't understand why goals are so important. And the first thing you need to understand is goals give us direction. If you look in your family, you have, I'm sure, a lot of people that are working hard. They're working hard, but after 5 years, 10 years, 20 years in working hard in life, look at the results most of them have in life. It's not that great, let's be honest. For most, I look at my family, I've got people that have been working for 15 years and 20 years and 30 years. And after 30 years working so hard every day, they have not achieved any great success. They just managed to survive those 30 years, paying the bills and having a minimum lifestyle. The reason they worked so hard is because when they started working, they didn't decide on a direction. They just decided on the job. They said, I'm going to do this job. I'm going to earn this salary so I can provide. But there was no end result. They were not thinking about what is the end result. What can I achieve if I work in this job for 10 years? What are going to be my achievements? Will I achieve any big goals or dreams? So I see this in my family. But when I came to Herbalife in my first presentation, when I came to my first training, I understood that here I can decide on goals. And I was excited. So my first goal was, after the presentation, to make 15,000 rupees a month. I was so excited about, if I can add 15,000 to my disgusting salaries, that's going to make a big difference in my monthly lifestyle, a bit more freedom. So I attended my first training. I understood, okay, this level of supervisor you need to achieve. I achieved it quite quickly in the first month. And my first month, the month later, I got a check from Herbalife. And this is me in my first supervisor school in Herbalife. You can see me with a supervisor pin 27 years ago. I got a check in this month where you see me in the picture. I got a check of 40,000 rupees from Herbalife. And then I understood the difference between job and opportunity. What it means if you set goals in an opportunity, what is possible, or if you set a goal in a job. Because I set many goals for some time when I was doing jobs. But then I understood, doesn't matter what goals I set. What happens to my future is not up to me. It's up to my boss. It's up to the company, because I can set 3 years from now, I'm going to become a manager and my salary will be twice or 3 times. But then after 2 years, the boss decides, you know what? We've decided to put someone else in this position, so you will have to continue your job as usual. And I can't do anything because I don't own the company. I'm just an employee. So my future did not depend on my decisions. So there was no point in setting goals. But when I came to Herbalife, I understood, even if I have to work a bit hard, even as a part-timer, at least I can decide my own goals. No one can decide for me, even if the goals are small. Because my first goal was just 15,000 rupees. I was not thinking about big money. I didn't believe I can earn big money, right? From the background I come. So I came to my first supervisor school. I got so much of confidence that this business can really work for even a guy like me. And I started working still part-time, a bit more seriously. My second month was 62,000. In my fourth month, I qualified to go to my first international event. This was in Barcelona, Spain, with 25,000 supervisors. Then I understood, If so many people can do it, thousands and thousands of people can do it from different backgrounds, age groups. I saw people in wheelchairs. I saw people who were blind, were born blind, doing very well in the company. I said, if so many people can do it, 100% I can learn how to do it. Even if it takes me a bit longer than this person, or it takes me longer than this person, it doesn't matter. Compared to my other life, to my life of working in a job which has no future, no chance of achieving dreams and goals, right? In this company, 100% I have a better chance. And I can decide how fast or how slow or how high I want to go. So I was very excited. Because of this event, I quit my disgusting jobs. In my 4th month, I became full-time. I started qualifying for international vacations. I started going for international trainings. Of course, 24 years ago, I shifted my life back to India, where I was born, when the company launched. And I started with a lot of challenges. No language. I didn't speak Hindi, Marathi, Gujarati, Tamil, any Indian language. No family, no friends, no paisa. Because all the paisa went on my other debts from my club, from my travel, all together. But I didn't care, because I understood the concept of the opportunity. I saw housewives, students, retired people doing very well in this company. If they can do it, I can do it. I understood I might not be the smartest person in the world, but I can introduce people that might be better than me. So I got excited, even though I didn't have the language, I didn't have friends and family, I didn't have money. Because I had a few goals I wanted to achieve, it kept me in the right direction. You need to understand, if I didn't have goals at that time, I would have never come to India. Because to come to India, I had to leave my family. I had to leave my comfort zone. I had to spend a lot of money on flight tickets and hotels for many, many months. I would have never done it if I didn't have personal goals. When people have no personal goals, they will never do extra effort. But because I had personal goals I wanted to achieve, I wanted my family to be proud of me, I wanted to help my mom live a better life. Because of those small goals, it motivated me to take action. And I started working. Of course, it was tough in the beginning. We started the University of Success, exactly what we are doing right now. And look at the people in this picture. Look at the one in the blue who's going to do the second half of today's lesson. One of the top earners in the country, one of the fastest growing distributors, not only in India, but around the world. Today demanded as an international speaker. There he was, just a student, a failed college student who just joined the university because what? He had his personal goals. Remember, he had goals. He did not join because he just wanted to make some extra income. He had some personal goals. Right. So because of this university, people started taking decisions. And that's what we know many of you are going to do by the end of these 5 lectures. Many of you are going to take some decisions about getting a bit more serious, moving to your next level. Your commitment level is going to grow because you will understand what is possible in the company. And of course, Amol, after this university, took a very serious commitment and a very serious decision. He qualified as a supervisor. This is me giving him his supervisor pin, a brand new supervisor in Herbalife. Of course, I continued traveling around the world. I've been more than 120 times around the world in my career with Herbalife. I traveled to so many countries and still, traveling. I had the fortune of being able to give Catch of the Match award in one of the last IPL games. I became an international trainer for the company. A company has sent me to so many countries. I joined Herbalife with a goal of making an extra 15,000 rupees a month. Remember, the good news for everyone of you that is a new associate, your goals can be modified as you go along in the business. Because when we start in Herbalife, the first goals are very small, which are perfect. Because smaller goals are actually easier to achieve in the beginning. When you achieve them, they encourage you to go to a bigger goal. So never think my small goals are not important. The smallest goals that you say, I want to make my first 5,000 rupees in my first month in this company, and you achieve it. I'm telling you, that's going to encourage you to set another goal for next month, maybe to make 10,000 extra income from Herbalife business or 20,000. So these small goals are going to really help you. So my goals in the beginning were very small, but because I managed to achieve them and sometimes to exceed them, to achieve more than what I wanted, I got a lot of confidence. Wow, this really works. And that encouraged me to work even harder. So from there to become a trainer around the world to teach people how to succeed. That's only because of the type of trainings. Of course, my first car that I purchased in India, unbelievable feeling, I'll never forget. The difference for me was I bought this car cash. I mean, Many people can buy, if you have a 30, 40,000 rupee salary, you can buy a car like this. The EMI is hardly anything, and you can pay for 3 years or 5 years and you have a car like this. But paying cash, that's a different feeling when you can buy even a small car like this. That was my first achievement that I set up to that. I said, one day I'm going to buy a car that usually I drive with EMI. I'm going to buy cash. And that was my first car. By the way, the last 9 years in Herbalife, these are the cars I've paid, and all I've paid cash, right? None of them I've paid with EMI. This is my latest car. I got a month and a half ago. My latest Porsche, just outside the new bungalow, new villa that I'm building in Pune. And this is from a guy who wanted an extra 15,000 rupees a month. This is my last month income. Starting from this guy 27 years ago that joined the company for only one reason. What if? What if it's possible? What if I can get someone? What if I can get a person? What if I can get a person that can do what they are explaining? Because they were explaining about all these different things in the business. They were explaining about, you can build a huge customer base and you can make amazing cash income and you can earn wholesale income. They were explaining everything so well. And in my mind, I was thinking, I cannot do this. Because my confidence level was so low, I didn't believe I can make that kind of income. And that's the reason I actually got excited, because I could introduce people. So now let's go into the actual lesson. Let's talk about goal setting. Let me just open up my slides and let me give you a few tips. So the first thing, I recommend you to write down everything I say. And if a bit nice samjha English, don't worry. Even if nice samjha English, I built my business in India with the same language. Right? 4 lakh associates are part of this company. It means even if you nice samjha English, no problem. Second thing is, after me, one of the top trainers in the country is going to come. So everything you didn't understand is going to be cleared by him, right? So don't worry about it. So let's get into the goal setting. So you want to write this down. There are basically 3 types of goals to set when you want to succeed in life. There are 3 types of goals that we need to set as a new business person, as a new associate. The first type of goal, write this down, is now goals. Now goals. The second type of goals, write this down, are short-term goals. Short-term. By the way, now goals means today goal, today, this week, the coming week. What is my goals for the coming 7 days? What is my goals for the coming month? This is basically now, present. My present goals are today. What is my goal? And it can be different types of goals, right? We'll talk about it. That's now goals. Second is short-term goals. Short-term. Short-term goals means 3 months, 6 months, 1 year. These goals need a bit of time. You need to create some kind of momentum to achieve those goals. For example, you say, I want to reach 25 customers. I want to have 25 customers that every month order products from me, and I'm making 35 to 50,000 rupees profit a month. Great, right? So for that, we need a short-term goal. So you say, in the next 3 months, I want to achieve 25 customers. I want to have 25 customers. I'm making 35 to 50,000 rupees profit in my pocket. Right? The good news, for every goal in Herbalife that you set, we have a plan. Do you understand? Any goal you have, we have a plan. We can teach you the plan to achieve any goal. So short-term goals starts from 3 months, 6 months, 1 year. And the third type of goals, you want to write this down, are long-term goals. Future goals. That starts from 3 years, 5 years, 10 years. Right? 3 years, 5 years, 10 years. Future goals, long term. Now, many of us that are new associates are thinking, why do I need to think about what I want to achieve 10 years from now? Why do I need to? Here's the answer. Because you are in business. You are not an employee anymore. When you were an employee, your boss was thinking about that. What if I keep this employee? If this continues, what will happen 3, 5, 10? But you are not an employee in Herbalife. You're an independent associate. You are in business now. So as a business person, even if you are brand new in the business, you have no business. It doesn't matter. Your way of thinking has to change to a business way of thinking. And business people think They don't only think about next month's salary. They also think future. Whatever I'm doing now, what will this give me in the future? Right? So we have to have clear goals, because let me give you an example about, for example, I'll take an example about health. If I don't have any goals about my health, about my fitness in the future, what is possible that I will do now? What is possible? I can eat anything. I don't have to exercise. I can eat only junk food. I can drink Coca-Cola. I can overdose with alcohol. I can have vada pav, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Why? Because I'm not thinking about the outcome. I'm not thinking about the result. I'm thinking only about one thing. I'm thinking about what is now, right? So for people in business, we only think about one thing. We think about what is the result of my action. If my action is like this, what is going to be the result? You understand? So future business is future thinking. Goals in the future, very, very important. So let's talk about these three types of goals. Okay, so the first one is now. What type of goals can we have now? The first one, it can happen for people who want to get results with their health. They want to get results with their fitness. So setting your goals for what am I going to do? What is my goal for today? Health-wise, my goal today is, for example, to make sure I have 2 shakes, 1 meal. That's a goal. Because in the beginning of your business, it's not going to come naturally. You have to set the goal. And here's the biggest tip I can give you about goals. Write this down. Everything you set as a goal has to be on paper. Has to be on paper. For example, you set a goal for your activities, for talking to people. My goal for today, the 24th, is to make sure I speak to 5 people at least today about the products. So if I know I speak to 5 people today about the product, there's a very good chance I'm going to get someone that will say, I'm interested. I want to get started. But if it's written down as a goal for today, if it's written down, this is something you can see, there's a very good chance you will follow. So you need to make sure that you have now goals starting from today or the same day you are in, the week from now. What are my goals for a week from now? It can be health, it can be activities, it can be a business level, it can be an amount of money, it doesn't matter. It can be fitness, anything you want to achieve in the coming week becomes a goal. Now, if you don't write it down, it will never be a goal that you will achieve, because if it's not written down, it means you can change it. You understand? If you say, today I'm going to speak to 5 people, and then because you got lazy, you got busy, something else happened, the day is over and you only spoke to 2. So you can tell yourself, it's okay today. Tomorrow I'll speak to 5, 100%. But if it's written down, you can face your actual goal that you didn't achieve. And you can say, listen, I said 5 and I only spoke to 2. And you can have a self-talk like business people do. Business people speak to themselves and they say, listen, I can't expect to have great results if I don't follow the plan. You understand? Business people, are not like employees. Because business people create their own income. They create their own future. So the discussion with ourselves is on a daily basis. If I'm not happy with the results, it's up to me to change it. So when you write down the goal, how many people am I going to speak to in the coming week? How many new customers am I going to get? How many new guests in the coming week am I going to have in the next 1 or 2 wows? These are goals for the coming week. This is now goals. Giving goals for the coming month. Can be weight loss, can be weight gain, can be fitness, can be next level. In this coming month, my goal is to make sure I do not achieve less than 1,000 volume points on my ID, no matter what. It can be this month to complete my qualified producer, to complete my supervisor, whatever it is. That's a goal. Now, you can't just say it. You need to write it down. Writing down goals makes all the difference between those who achieve and those who don't. Writing. Majority, I'll give you a secret. Majority don't write goals down. They don't. They don't, because they think it's not important. And that's a big mistake. So writing down, so a month from now, what is my goals? You need to make a list. What are my goals? And you remember, you want to always remember, these goals have to be important to you. Now, how can a goal of moving to the next level be important to someone? Write this down. According to what we want to achieve. When I joined Herbalife 27 years ago, my goal was to earn 15,000 rupees every single month. That was my goal because I wanted to add it to my salary. So I asked in the training, what is the best way to make more money in the minimum amount of time? Because I was working 18 hours a day in physical jobs. I had a few hours in a week, especially on the weekend. So if I can do very little, but I want to make maximum money on the very little I do, what is the best thing for me to do? And the speaker said, you need to become a supervisor. That was individually to me. Because 18 hours a day, 5 days a week doesn't leave me a lot of time to do too much of work to earn, 500 or 1,000 rupees per customer when I can earn 2,000 from the same customer just because I'm in a different level. Do you understand? Because that was smarter for me. So that became a goal for me, that I wanted to qualify supervisor in my first month because the reason was very important for me. I wanted to make extra income. Of course, it was a positive surprise that I got my first check and it was 40,000 rupees because I still didn't understand how to calculate how we get the checks, but that was a good surprise, right? Many people tell me, David, I don't really understand how the marketing plan works. So I always tell them, after you receive 3 checks from Herbalife, you'll understand the marketing plan. Very simple. Don't try to understand something before you actually do it. It doesn't work. It's like asking me, tell me, how do I really swim? I want to know how to swim before I go into the pool. Can you teach me? I say, I'm sorry. You have to do a few laps, drink a bit of water, go under the water for a few times, then you'll understand how to swim. You cannot swim standing outside the swimming pool, right? That's what I was told when I was a new associate. So the same thing here. So now goals are today, a week, a month. And you need to make sure that these goals mean something to you. The next type of goals we have are short-term goals. Short-term means 3 months from now. Why 3 months? Because in Herbalife, we understand if you work consistently, part-time, full-time, for 90 days, you're going to get results. Many people start working in Herbalife. They talk to a few people for 2-3 days. They don't get results. It's not working. It doesn't work like that, right? We need to accumulate our activity. One more day, it accumulates. The number of people you talk to will accumulate. And then slowly, you will start getting results. Some people speak to the first person when they join Herbalife and that person becomes their customer. For me, it took me 3 months to get my first customer. I was slow. I was a bit aggressive in personality. So I was more challenging for me. It doesn't matter. Both of us, me and the one who got a customer in the first day, we continue doing numbers. So if you want to achieve short-term goals, which are bigger goals, like qualifying supervisor, reaching 25,000 rupees profit from customers, getting your first royalty check. So you want to plan it as a short-term goal. 3 months, 6 months, 1 year, right? And these goals have to match things that you are willing to do. For example, if you tell me, David, I want to reach 50,000 rupees with Herbalife. If I reach 50,000 rupees with Herbalife, I will quit my job and become full-time in Herbalife. I said, perfect. That's a very good goal. That's a great goal. And then ask, what are you willing to do for it? And then you say, I have a job and I meet my friends every day and I have this course I need to go to. So I don't have that much time, but I think once or twice a week, 1 hour I can give. So that's fine because that's your life. But what you're willing to do and what you want to achieve doesn't match. You understand? So what you are willing to do for the business, for your business, and what you want to achieve has to match. Because when I joined the company, I wanted 15,000 rupees a month because I understood I cannot make 50, 60, 1 lakh a month working 18 hours a day in other jobs. I don't have any time left, right? And even if I'm going to earn that kind of income, it will take me a few months because I need to build a team. I can't do that in my first month. I hardly have any time in the day. So whenever you set the goal, always make sure that your plan, whatever you are willing to do, matches. right? So these are short-term goals, and short-term goals are amazing because short-term goals actually are very exciting because you don't have to wait too long if you're willing to do the work to see results. Imagine you start working now, even part-time, and after 3 months in Herbalife part-time, you're making 25,000 profit every month. That's a great achievement. That's very exciting to add to something else that you're already doing and earning. Or you say 6 months from now, I want to be in this level, or I want to have this many customers, and you actually achieve it. These type of achievements encourage us. It encourages us to continue. So these are very important goals that we set for short-term goals. And the long-term goals, write this down, our future. These are goals to inspire us. Inspire what is possible. To inspire. Long-term goals, these goals are for inspiration. Of course, we want to focus on them. But when I was a supervisor in Herbalife, I used to look 10 years from now, if I become a president team, that would be amazing. That got me excited about the future. But that didn't make me wake up in the morning to go and do activities. Because it inspired me. What motivated me was the now goals and the short-term goals. They excited me to get up in the morning and talk to people and give the invitations and invite people to the wow. The long-term goals, the 5 years and the 10 years, were just to inspire me what is possible in the future. You understand? So you want to write this down just to sum up this part. Now goals, what I told you, present goals, the today, 1 week, month, are to motivate us to work, to get into action. The now goals are so important for everyone on this call to make sure you write them down, because this is what motivates us on a daily basis to do the business, to talk to people. And I'll tell you, it's simple to do Herbalife business. It's simple. Maybe not that easy because we have to work, right? But it's simple. But it's even more simple not to do. It's even more simple not to do. Because if you do the business or you don't do if you do the business, you can gain, you can benefit. But if you don't do the business, you don't lose. You just stay where you are. You go back to what you were before you joined the company. Right? So it's very easy to raise your hand and say, no, it's not for me. Oh, it's difficult. Oh, it's not, I can't do this. Oh, I don't have time. Because you're not going to lose anything. You understand? So to make sure you don't do that and you don't miss out on the best and biggest opportunity on the planet and in India, right, that is changing thousands and thousands of people's lives every day, health-wise and financially, you need to have now goals. Now goals are going to encourage you, are going to motivate you to work. And by the way, now goals are not only for new associates. I'm 27 years in the business. I have now goals. I have now goals in the business. I have now goals in the marketing plan. I have now goals, things that I want to purchase for myself, I want to achieve for myself. These now goals motivate me. Yes, I'm working to become someone who is in a higher level in the company. That's true. I'm working. I want to go to my next level. But that doesn't motivate me to work daily. That inspires me to what is waiting for me. What motivates me is those small goals. So remember, now goals motivate us to get into action. If you have now goals that don't motivate you to get into action daily, those are not the right goals. You need to find the right goals. Those are not goals that are inspiring you or motivating you to work. Short-term goals. Short-term goals are going to make you stay in business. They're going to encourage you. Short-term goals. They're going to excite you to continue. Short-term goals are going to make you want to increase the numbers. When I wanted to make 15,000 rupees and I got 40,000 rupees, the first thing I did, I'll never forget, I said, wow, if I can make 40,000 rupees part-time, 6 months from now, I can make 1 lakh in this company. And I got so excited that automatically I started talking to more people. I started doing more activity of what is possible in the short-term goal. So short-term goal is like the promise, what is possible. So you need to make sure that you have also short-term goals. Don't only think about, I need to earn money this month. That's perfect. That's now. But you also need to think 3 months from now, what type of income I want to be making in Herbalife? What level do I want to be in? 6 months from now, what level do I want to achieve? What level of income? All these small goals you need to have. And the goals can be also personal. It doesn't have to be all from the marketing plan. It doesn't have to be even income. It can be something personal. You want to earn enough money because you want to help someone. 6 months from now, you want to make sure you help someone that you care about. It doesn't matter, but it has to be written down. That's the major thing. The third type of goals, which is future, is what helps us stay in Herbalife forever. It's what helps many people decide that Herbalife is going to be our career. I did not join Herbalife for a career. I joined Herbalife just to make some extra income for a few months and then go back to my miserable life, working like a slave for other people. But because my eyes started opening in the Herbalife events, in the Herbalife trainings, I saw what is possible. I said, what if this can happen to me? What if I stay in this company? I continue doing what I'm doing. I will get better because I'm doing it, so I'm practicing. And one day I can be in this level and make this kind of income. And one day in this level. That got me excited and that gave me confidence to stay. So remember, these three types of goals that we have in Herbalife are very important. That is why if you're a new associate, don't only think about, how do I get my first customer? How do I get my first associate? How does the marketing plan work? Remember, we learn this when we are brand new supervisors in Herbalife. Usually in supervisor schools, they teach this, but I'll give you. When the why is clear, the how becomes easy. When you know why you are working, why you joined Herbalife, why you're doing these activities, why you should invite people to the morning club, why you should invite people to the evening wow. When you understand why, because you have some personal goals, when you understand that, how to do it comes natural. It just appears in front of you. People who don't have goals always have a challenge with how to do it. How to get someone to buy the products. I don't know what to say. My family is negative. They always have because they don't have the reasons, the goals. Okay. So let's talk a bit more about goals. I want to clear a few things. So the next thing, you want to write this down. There are basically four major reasons why most people, they don't set big goals. In Herbalife, in my first supervisor school, they said, the good news for everyone in the room, you can start thinking big in life. You can start dreaming big. You can start thinking big. Before Herbalife, no one told me to dream big. No one told me to think big. Everyone told me, be realistic. Come back to reality. Stop dreaming. This is what people used to say outside of this opportunity. This is my family, my friends, my co-workers. They say, come on, stop dreaming. This will never happen. This is how people talk. Because most people lost their dreams because they know they don't have control on achieving them because they have no vehicle. But when I joined Herbalife, I understood the marketing plan, the product results, the Herbalife system is a vehicle that will allow me as a simple guy that is willing to learn and work to achieve any goal or any dream if I'm willing to do the work for enough time. I understood that, right? In the beginning, even though I had a lot of challenges, I told you, it took me 3 months to get my first customer. 3 months. I think I'm one of the slowest in the organization, one of the slowest, right? But it doesn't matter because I did not join Herbalife for 3 months. I joined Herbalife to make that money. Okay. So the number one reason why most people don't set big goals is because they don't understand how important it is to set goals. Imagine you are invited to go for a run, right? To go for a run and they have the gun. Get ready and they shoot the gun to run. What is the first thing you want to know? Where are we running to? I'll run, but where do we have to reach? I say, anywhere you want. I mean, can you imagine a run like that? Run anywhere you want. Everyone will run in different directions. No one will ever reach the finish line. No one will have a finish line because they'll continue running until class. Right? So most people don't understand how important it is to have personal goals. Second reason, people don't know how to set goals. And I'm going to teach you a bit how to set goals. Most people don't. No one ever taught them. In school, no one taught me how to set goals. My parents, no one ever taught me how to set goals. My parents worked for other people. My parents made sure they are in the morning at 9 o'clock in the morning in the office. So they do good job. So their boss gets a promotion, achieves his dreams, goes for international vacation, changes his car every year, and buys a new house every 3 years. That is what my family lived for, changing other people's lives. Only. right? So I was never told about, how to set goals, how important goals are. And I'm guessing many of you are the same. So it's very important. Most people don't know how to set. You're going to learn in Herbalife how to set your goals. Today a bit, but as you grow in the business, as you attend higher level trainings, like retail schools and supervisor schools, and there you will learn more how to set higher level of goals, which are very important. Third point, you want to write this down. People are scared of not achieving. People are scared. What if I fail? What if it doesn't work? What if I set a goal, I work really hard and it doesn't happen? The challenge with failing is universal. It's not just people who join Herbalife. It's universal. Why do you think, even though everyone on the planet knows that business is the only way to make great incomes in life, majority do a job? Why do you think that is? Because majority were educated in a way like I was. If you fail in an exam, it's bad. If you fail in an exam, you need to get your parents to school the next day. Something is wrong with you. You're a failure because you failed in the exam. So what do many people do? They copy in exams because they don't want to fail, because they've been hammered since grade 1, first grade, second grade, fifth grade. They're hammered. Failing is bad. If you fail and you come home, punishment. No TV for a week. No this, no allowance, no whatever. Why? Because you are failing. Now, when you have poor people telling you that failing is bad, guess what happens to most of the kids? They don't achieve success because they're scared of failing. What is the only way to succeed in life? You have to fail first. How do you learn? From success or from failure? From failure is the only way to learn. Because if you succeed, there's nothing to learn. There's nothing to correct. You're not going to get better from succeeding. You are going to get better when you fail. But unfortunately, with all due respect to teachers, including my parents, right? Unfortunately, we learn in school from most teachers that failing is a bad thing. You need to avoid failure. That is why all my teachers in school used to go home on a bike. Right? They didn't go home on a BMW or a Mercedes-Benz. They were in the rain. Why? Because failing is bad. You failed the exam. Get your parents. Because their way of thinking was not of success. It was about restraining you. Maybe you failed, but you have to see. And the teacher is the one that passed the exam. That's why he's a teacher. The teacher passed the exams. That's why he's the teacher. And he goes home. Do you understand? So when I came to Herbalife first time in my life, I understood failing is a good thing. It means I'm trying. It means I'm working. It means I'm doing. The only way to fail is to do. But unfortunately, majority of the people on the planet don't get that education. They are not educated like we get educated in Herbalife, that failing is a good thing. So they avoid failure. Where can you fail? Can you fail in a job? Very less chances. If you do what you are told, you come on time to work at 9 o'clock, you go home by 5 o'clock, the chances of failing is very less. Maximum, the company can fail and go bankrupt. But an employee, the chances, if they do their job every day, they're not going to fail. But in a business, you can fail. Because in business, you take loans and you take risks and you go to uncharted water. You do something maybe you've never done before and you are alone, no support, no training, no sponsor, no coach, no company. You're alone. So many people know business is risky. So they don't want, because they can fail, right? And that's why they never succeed. They grumble, no paisa, government can juice, boss can juice. They complain, but they are never willing to do something that successful people do. Which is what? Which is have guts to do things that they are not willing to do. The good news in Herbalife, there is no risk. But a new associate doesn't know that because they are new. They don't understand. In Herbalife, there is no risk. There are no investments. There are no risks. We don't have to take mortgage to start the business. We don't need to take a shop and take employees and put AC. We don't have to do anything. You can actually just need a phone. Phone is enough. And if you have the right attitude and you're willing to work, that's it. That's how you can become successful. But most people in life outside of Herbalife, they don't want, because they know if I fail, I'll become a failure again like I was in school. I will try this business. I fail. Everyone in my family will say, we told you, you murk. We told you business is not good. Job is better. J-O-B, just over broke. Best. And most people never try, right? Fourth point, right? Write this down. Most people are scared that people will make fun of them. People will make fun of them. You know how many people used to make fun of me when I joined Herbalife? When I used to walk around with this button around my family, and everyone in my family is educated. My father was a pilot in the Indian Air Force, became a psychologist. His brothers were lawyers, and what education, unbelievable. No one with paisa. Everyone enough money to live, to survive, right? But when I wore the button, when I used to come to family functions, weddings and stuff, everyone used to make fun of me. Everyone in my family used to make fun of me. Today when they see me, it's like Maharaja has come. When I walk into an event, everyone says, that's David Solomon. That's the guy who has this and done this. And now they come to me when I'm sitting and having maybe some food, sitting next to my mom, say, David, I've got some financial problems. I've got some of this. Coming to ask for money. But in the beginning, when I was with the button, making fun, today they are struggling financially. Why? Because they were not willing to do things that we are willing to do. So most people don't understand the importance of willing to pay the price. That is why there are less people who succeed in life and more people who don't. Less. Not because it's difficult to succeed. Not at all. It's actually easier to succeed if you're willing to do the work. Sometimes people tell me, it's very difficult to succeed. I say, listen, it's even more difficult not to succeed. That's a real difficult life. Yes, it's difficult to succeed sometimes. To make 5, 10, 15, 20, 30, 40, 50 lakh a month, very difficult to build that. Yes, you're right. But to make 50,000, 1 lakh for the rest of your life, I think that's a bit more difficult. That's a bit more difficult in today's world. You understand? So you have to be prepared. Some of you will say, you know what, I'm going to achieve this. And in the next 5 years, I'm going to make 5 lakh a month. And people in your surrounding, in your circle of influence will say, chup. Talking nonsense. That's what they're going to say, and you have to be ready for it. Why? Because that's how life is. Even people that love you are going to say it. So that's the 4 reasons why most people don't set goals. And I've heard this many times, and Tony Robbins, I don't know how many of you read good books, but Tony Robbins says this. People are not lazy. They simply don't have goals that inspire them. That's why we spoke about now goals, short-term and long-term goals. Very, very important. So let's talk about what type of goals do we need to work on or think about that we want to achieve from Herbalife. Because you can have personal goals that have nothing to do with Herbalife. I mean, to do with income from Herbalife, product result from Herbalife, but maybe you want to do with it something else. But something that you want to achieve specifically from Herbalife, let me give you some points. So, of course, health and fitness goals. Every one of us on this call, doesn't matter in what fitness or health level you are right now, you can improve, including me. I'm someone who has been in fitness for years. Since I was 9 years old, I'm in fitness, right? I used to do martial arts and for many, many years. But the thing is, if you are already into fitness, even someone like me, I still can improve. I can still do better. I can still improve a lot of things in my fitness level and in my health. So it doesn't matter if you're already in the fitness industry or you're not. You've never exercised. You've never seen a gym. You don't know how it looks like inside. You've never done exercise besides home. You've done only this. No problem. That's perfect. But you need to have goals, fitness goals and health goals. Because something you all need to understand, right? Whatever we do today, whatever activities we do today, results will come in the future. Right or right? Whatever we do today, if you sow the right seeds, you're going to get the fruits. If you say, I want mango, and you sow peach, you put peach seeds in the ground, and you take care and you say, I want mangoes, I want mangoes, I want mangoes. After 5 years, you see the tree is the peach. 5 years, I worked like a crazy guy. And look at it, all peach. I want mangoes. But the seeds were wrong. It wasn't the water. It wasn't the sun. It wasn't the earth. It was the seed. Do you understand? So the beginning, the decision, what you do, your activities will decide your future. So taking decisions about improving your health and fitness. And nothing is easy. Adopting new habits to improve your future, taking those type of goals or decisions is not easy, but it's worth it. It's worth it, right? Financial goals. What financial goals can you have now that you're part of Herbalife as a new associate? Of course, maybe some of you don't have any loans. You don't have any debts. Congratulations. It'll be a smoother beginning for you. But many people, including me, we joined Herbalife, we joined with some baggage, right? We have some EMIs we are paying, we have some loan we couldn't get rid of, our income is not enough, and now we have the Herbalife opportunity. So we can decide, okay, with this opportunity, one of my goals is going to be to pay off my loan. And you can give it this many years or this many months according to the size of the loan and according to what you're willing to do in Herbalife. You understand? So, setting goals, financial goals are very, very important. Having financial freedom. That's a serious goal. I'm not expecting a new associate to do it because when I was a new associate, I didn't even know the word financial freedom. I didn't understand what it means. I only knew if I can make more money than I spend, I have financial freedom. That's all I understood. If I'm spending 30,000 rupees and I make 35,000 rupees, I have 5,000 of financial freedom every month. That's the only thing I understood about financial freedom. Okay. Next thing is, what do you do besides work? Your hobbies. What things would you like to do in the future? Future means 3 months, 6 months, 1 year, 3 years. What would you like to do? It has to be on the list of goals, if you have those. Traveling around the world, what type of experiences? Someone mentioned, I think it was Tulsi in the beginning, he mentioned about Jim Rohn, right? He said about Jim Rohn. So Jim Rohn also says one of the most important things you want to go through life with is experiences. Experiences. Indian food is the best. India is the best. I'm here for 24 years. I wouldn't be here if I didn't think like that. It's the best. But you know what? Once in a while, I want to taste Japanese food. And I want to taste Thai food. And I want to eat this food. You know why? Experience. I'm not converting my entire taste to Japanese now. I'm not. I'm Indian. But I want to experience. Same thing goes for, traveling. I mean, Goa is beautiful. Mahabaleshwar is beautiful. I mean, to go to all these beautiful places, Taj Mahal, unbelievable, right? I've been there twice. Beautiful places to see. But to go to Scandinavia, to go to Switzerland, to go to South Africa, different experience. I'm not shifting to live there, but experience. Life happiness is a collection of experiences in life. So what collection of experiences would you like to experience in life in the next 6 months, 1 year, 3 years, 5 years? It's good to have a list for it, right? Now, remember, every time you write these goals that you want to achieve, there has to be in your mind understanding that you're willing to do the work. You're willing to be that right student to your coach, to the training system, and you're willing to follow. Because if you don't follow the system, you don't follow people who are already successful, those goals that you have for yourself, like most people, will become fantasies. Samjha? For me, I had many goals before I joined Herbalife, but they were not really goals. They were fantasies. With 35,000 rupee salary at that time, I could never achieve some of the goals I had in my mind. There's no chance. I'll have to work like for 600 years and not spend any money. And then I can achieve that. You understand? So it's not realistic. And most people have those kinds of goals. So now that you're part of Herbalife, you need to understand you have the best vehicle because of the products, the marketing plan, the training, the leadership. All of us here, we have the best of everything to help you and me achieve our future goals and dreams in life, no matter how small or how big they are. But we have to make sure we match with our activity, our commitment, our seriousness to what we want to achieve. Okay? So these experiences in life, I'm telling you, I mean, it's many times, when I meet Amol, we speak about experiences, and it's unbelievable. The places you travel, the restaurants you go, the type of food. If I was not someone who can afford it, I would miss out on so many things in life. Because for me, it's not just the money. It's what the money can give. It's what the money can provide. The experiences, the security, the financial freedom, the everything. You understand? So having that list for yourself. Next thing is lifestyle goals. I remember when I used to think about buying a new car, I used to tell my family, one day I'm going to drive a Mercedes. What fun they used to make of me, you won't believe. They used to come after 2-3 days, we used to meet. So where's your Mercedes? Is it in the parking? I saw a Mercedes down, Silver. Is that yours? They used to make fun of me, and it used to make me feel so bad you can't imagine. But you know what happened in my heart, in my soul? I said, I'm going to show these people. One day I'm going to show them. And I showed them because I was willing to work hard. It was another reason for me to make sure I succeed. So even when I had difficulties, even when I had challenges, even when I didn't feel, I had these goals that I wanted to achieve for different reasons, personal reasons, family reasons, ego, so many reasons. It doesn't matter. You understand? But having lifestyle goals. Sometimes I meet people who say, yeah, but I'm not so much into cars. Car is not that important to me. The only reason most people, not all, most people say that is because they have never driven in a lifestyle car. It's a different world. It's like saying, I'm not interested in diving in the ocean. I'm not interested. Until you dive for the first time. I promise you, I'm someone who dives. It's one of my hobbies. I love diving. People tell me, no, I'm not interested in diving. Because you've never been underwater, diving next to the corals, seeing fish you can never see in an aquarium, fish that you can't fish, right? Being in a different world. Until you don't try, you'll never know. So I'll give you a tip about how to have lifestyle goals. I'll give you some tips. And I learned this in trainings. I'm not inventing. I learned this from the top, including Mark Hughes, our founder. Whatever type of goals you want to achieve in life, or you are thinking you might be interested, you should visually be around them. I'll give you an example. What I did for years, and I still do, when I couldn't afford even to buy a car, I used to go to car showrooms. I used to dress well, and I used to go to car showrooms and behave as if I'm coming to buy a car. And they would treat me very well and talk to me very well, even though I came by bus. But I got down in this one station before, so they don't see me coming from the bus station. And I used to hold my house keys in my hand, and I used to walk around like this as if those are car keys. And I used to come into the showroom, and I used to sit inside the car, and I used to smell the leather, the new car smell is amazing. And I used to imagine myself sitting in this car and driving this car every day when I go to the WOW. Every day when I go to the training, I come with this car. And my associates and my supervisors see me coming with this new car. And at that time, that car was a small car, but that didn't matter. That car meant a lot compared to no car. You understand? So I used to go. And what happened? Because I started going to these showrooms, it became a serious goal for me to have a nice car. And it made me work harder. I got motivated to do more activities. When I came to India, one of my biggest goals was to drive nice cars. So when I came to India, I used to work 6 to 8 hours in train stations in Mumbai. I used to stand in Andheri station and give leaflets and invitations for 6 hours, sometimes 8 hours when the station was overpacked. And I used to do it every day for years. That's how I built the first beginning business, because I was so motivated to work, because my goals, I could smell, I could touch every time I went to those showrooms. You understand? When you think about achieving something, you are only triggering your brain. You're just triggering thought. Write this down. When you only think, I want to have a lot of money, only your brain is triggered. But if you hold in your hand a few bundles of cash, that is maybe 1 crore, the feeling of holding money or thinking about money is completely different. Completely. Now imagine someone says, if you do this for 1 year, you can have this cash in your bank balance. It changes everything in your way of thinking. If I just tell you, you'll say, wow, that's great. But after 20 minutes, it will go. You will not think about it. But after you touch the money, you smell the money, it's completely different. Same with cars, same with going to a house. For example, how many of you don't have to raise your hand, but think about it. How many of you would love to maybe upgrade your home? I'm sure many of you are living in nice places, but just think, a better home, in a better area, 1 extra bedroom, bigger rooms, right? Something that is in a better society, something that has, nice, a clubhouse, swimming pool. I'm sure everyone here wants to think about it, right? So one of the ways to make that an important goal is to go to these societies where they have a sample flat. Because if you open you can see online, many societies in Pune or in your city, in Mumbai or any city, are getting done. And they always have these offices and they have a sample flat. You can go and visit. If you're married, take your wife, take your husband with you. You have kids, take your kids with you. Enter that flat, the sample flat. Maybe you can't afford it now, No paisa right now, no problem. But you want to go inside, walk around the house, get that feeling, tell your child, would you like to have this room only for yourself? You walk into the kitchen and you see the size of the kitchen, and you walk into the bathroom and you say, wow, and you start your mind. If I work hard enough for 2 years, for 3 years, for 4 years, I can put down payment on this flat, this kind of a flat. If we are willing to work seriously for the next 3 to 5 years, this is where we can live. Because in my job, in my salary, even if I work for another 100 years, we will never be able to shift here. But in this opportunity, if you're willing to do the work, it's possible. And it's not because I'm saying it. We have so many on this call that have done it already. We have thousands in India that have done it. They have upgraded their homes, upgraded their flats. I don't want to tell you too much, but today I was invited by Amol to see his new penthouse. I did there a tour, and I was just imagining, my God, what a home. Unbelievable. But when Amol started, he didn't live like that. He didn't come from a house like that. He might share, or his story. So the minute you start exposing yourself to what you want to achieve in the future, it will become more realistic to you. Don't only think about things you want to achieve. I want to achieve this. I want to achieve that. It's not enough. To trigger your thought is not enough for most humans. I'm telling you, for me especially, I have to be able to touch, to smell, to feel. Then more of my senses are now triggered. If I trigger more senses, I get more excited about it. So this is one of the ways. So never say, I'm not interested in luxury cars. I'm not interested in luxury homes. I don't want to spend this kind of... Listen, when you start experiencing, I promise you, that becomes a serious goal. Of course, a business goal. Our marketing plan, the Herbalife marketing plan, is an amazing set of goals. It keeps us on our toes. It means it keeps us in action. When I was a new associate, my biggest goal in my first few days was to become a supervisor. That was my biggest goal. I want to become a supervisor, 50%, wholesale checks, royalty checks. I can qualify for free paid vacations, trainings of the rich. I get this beautiful pin. I can qualify for the next levels. I can earn royal. I was so excited. And then I achieved it. I loved it. I got recognized. I enjoyed it for a few days. And then I said, world team, look at the world team. They're all sitting in the front row. Some of them are speakers. I have to become a world team. The marketing plan helps us set goals. Now, you can do it either way. You can either let the marketing plan pull you, or you can push yourself up the marketing plan. I'll explain. If you want the marketing plan to pull you, that's when associates say, I'll try to bring people. If I get serious people, if I manage, then, my business will go up and I'll move to the next level. There are many people who do the business. The only challenge here, it takes more time. And there are people who say, no, I want to move to the next level. So they start talking to more people. They initiate conversations. They get more customers. They invite more people to the wow. And slowly, they build a team. And then they actually push themselves up the ladder of success in the marketing plan. So you need to decide, what do you want to do? Do you want to wait, or do you want to push yourself forward? So the marketing plan is an amazing way to set goals. For example, that a supervisor makes between 15, 20,000 to 30, 35,000. They can make profit and with a check. World team member can make between 25 to 45, 50,000 a month, right? And there are world team members, active world team members can make even up to $1 lakh a month. Their global expansion teams make between 80, 90,000 to 2.5, 3.5, 4 lakh a month. Millionaire team member, and so on and so on. Why am I telling you these incomes? Because if you're thinking, my goal is one day to make 2.5 lakh a month. If I make 2.5 lakh a month, I'll be able to help my family. I'll be able to upgrade our flat. I'll be able to pay better EMI. I can take my family for vacation once a year. So 2.5 lakh is perfect. So what do you need to do? You need to focus on the level in Herbalife that pays you 2.5 lakh. For example, global expansion. So the marketing plan can be an amazing way to find and to set goals. You understand? So the next level, if you're going to make this kind of money, so when? Next 3 months, next 6 months, I want to reach this level because I know this is what I'll be making. Do you understand? So business goals. Don't let things just happen. because things don't just happen. Our goal as an associate in the company, the minute you join, is to take advantage of the training, the support, but it is up to us to make things happen, to initiate, to go out and talk to people from our circle of influence, to invite them to the presentations. Okay? Then, of course, if your goal is recognition and respect, and I'm telling you very honestly, from the beginning of the business when I joined, recognition and respect was very important for me. Very. Because I never got it. Never. I never got recognized. Even though I was a champion in martial arts for a few years, I was recognized for a few minutes on stage. When I came home, no one recognized me because they felt bad that I was a bad student in school. No one said, wow, our son is a black belt. He's a champion. I came with this big trophy. No one even came and hugged me and said, congratulations. Because they were disappointed in me because I was not a good student. So all my life, I grew up with no recognition. I never got respect because I was not educated. I had no money. So when I came to Herbalife and I saw how top achievers are respected because of their success, I saw how they are recognized because of the price they paid, because of what they went through to achieve that. I said, this is something I want to do. If I can stand up and someone will clap for me, or someone will one day, it takes me 5 years, will say, can you give me your signature? Wow, my autograph? That's not something I could ever imagine can happen to a guy like me. So if you are someone that would love to get in the future respect and recognition, very important. Because between you and me, outside of Herbalife, it's called money talks. You ever heard this before? Money talks. When we come driving our cars, we come to 5-star hotels, many people know our names in our city. That doesn't happen in a regular place. You go to a normal hotel, 2-star, 1-star hotel, no one knows your name. You go to 5-star hotels, especially if you come with a good car, people say they remember the name because they know these people worked very hard, not just for money. They worked hard also to get respect for their achievement. So you get respect and recognition every day. And I'm telling you, every day, everywhere we go. So if you are someone like that, this can be a serious goal for you to be part of Herbalife. Next thing is personal development. Personal development is self-improvement, improving ourselves, improving our skills. When I joined Herbalife, I said, I will never sell products. I don't like selling. That's what I said in the beginning. I'm not good in convincing. But then I started using the products. And I got amazing results with stamina. Recovery time from workout was amazing. I felt so good. Today I use products massively. I use products not only from India, I use from around the world. People send me products. I pay just to get Herbalife products from different countries. I love the products. So selling is not a problem because I love the products. I recommend them naturally for years. Not just now, for years since I was in the beginning. In the beginning, my understanding was, I'll have to sell, I'll have to convince, right? But when I understood, when I started learning about personal development, that it doesn't matter what you say about the products, but how you feel about what you say. That's part of personal development. Reading the right books will help you learn how to set goals. And you want to see what I can't show you because these are the books I'm reading right now. These are books I'm reading right now at the same time. You see markers? I'm reading 4 books at the same time. Amazing books, all of them. I'm reading at the same. Now, I'm not reading these books today only. I'm reading this for many, many years. You see my library. Why? Because when I joined Herbalife, they said, if you want to have what you never had before, you need to be willing to do things you have never done before. And I never read personal development books. I never attended trainings to do with personal development and improving myself. That is why I struggled in life. And then I said, I'm going to start. So I started. So if your goal is to improve yourself as a personality, maybe you want to become a trainer. There are many people, I'm sure, on this call that would love to be a speaker. Imagine you are brought up on stage and you do a part in the training. And you get recognized for that. And people thank you. And they say, wow, because of what you said, gave me so much confidence to do the business. Many people join Herbalife to get that kind of a feeling. So personal development, being a trainer, all this is part of you deciding. It doesn't just happen. My goal one day was to be a trainer. That was my biggest goal. I want to train. I want to be able to teach people what I do. Right? But I have no confidence. but I put it as a goal. And guess what? It happened step by step. Even though in my first year, 1 year in Herbalife, I never came on stage. I never gave my testimonial. 1 year I was, dar lagta, because of stage fright. But because I came to the trainings, I read the books, I improved myself, I got new skills, it changed. Okay? And of course, contribution to the community. This is what I spoke about. You have goals that are outside of Herbalife. You want to help outside, if it's charity, if it's family, if it's neighborhood, you want to do extra things. It can be anything. It can be part of your goal list. Very, very important. So this is just part of it. So before we are coming to the end of my part, just to give you a bit of homework. You thought you're not going to get homework, right? No, you're going to get homework, because I got homework for 12 years in school. I hardly ever did the homework, but I got a lot of homework. So I feel proud of giving homework now. So the first thing you want to do is make sure you want to achieve success. You want to achieve your goals, is you need to have serious reasons, serious whys. If you don't have serious whys right now, don't worry. Most of us that joined Herbalife in the beginning, we don't have serious whys. We don't have serious goals because we don't know what are goals. We don't know. We were doing job, going in the morning, come in the evening, zopa, finish. That was our life. Get up in the morning, go to work, zopa in the bus. You work 1 o'clock, lunch break, then you eat, work till 5 o'clock. 5 o'clock, bye-bye, go home in the bus again, zopa. You come home, TV, zopa. Every day, 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years. No such thing as goals. What do I want to achieve? I just don't want to lose my job. That is the only goal. Right? Then you come to Herbalife and they say you can achieve anything that your mind can think about, you can achieve in this company. Because it's proven already for 43 years, we have a plan for any goal, for anyone, any age, any background. When I heard this, I said, wow, this can be the best decision of my life to be part of the company. And it was. So you want to make sure you know your whys. If you don't, do the things I told you. Take those tips. Go visit societies, go to car showrooms, go do things that you want to do for the rest of your life when you're earning well. Experience them once. I promise you, it's a different feeling. Second thing, you need to have your product result goal. I know many of you already are using the product, but we all need new results. We need to have, that we need to upgrade our results. Some of you have lost weight, you're looking great, but you can look better. Remember, you can look better. Some of you lost a lot of weight. That's perfect. You're looking great, but now you need to bulk up a bit. You need to give your body a bit of shape, right? Just being very thin is not 100% good health. You need a bit of muscle. The skeleton, the body needs a bit of muscles to hold it up. As you grow older, if you are not good with muscles, you're going to suffer. Pains are going to come. Right? So these are important goals. So have goals to upgrade your product results. If you're a new associate, make sure you have a product goal now. You need to lose weight. You need to improve your health. You need to improve your stamina. You need to gain muscle, whatever it is. Make sure you write it down. You need to lose 10 kgs. Just give you an example. Great. We lose between 2 to 4 kilos in a month. Between 2 to 4 kgs in a month when you use the products correctly. If you need to lose 10 kgs, around 3 months for weight loss. So you can decide the next 3 months, December, Jan, Feb. At the end of Feb, I have lost 10 kgs, no matter what. That should be a goal. Not I'm going to use Herbalife, I hope I lose. It doesn't work like that. 100% you lose if you use the product correctly, right? But you have to write it down. Because if you don't write it, you will get tempted. You will get tempted to extra eat this and have to, instead of 1 cheat day, you'll have 2 cheat days and 3 cheat days. And for you say, from next week, I'm going to be serious. And then the 3 months go by and you've gained extra 2 kgs. You've not lost. And you say, no, now I'm going to become serious. And again, and this is like, it goes on. And you say, Herbalife doesn't work. Right? So make sure you write down. Next thing, write this down. How much time are you willing to invest in your own business per day? You have to decide. You don't do Herbalife as a hobby. Even if you're a part-timer, you have to take this seriously. It's a serious business. People change their financial life forever thanks to this company. Thousands of people in India have already done it. Why not you? The only difference is that you can't treat this as a hobby. It's a business, even if it's a part-time business. But you need to decide, from this time to this time, I'm dedicating this time for my Herbalife career, for my Herbalife business. Because you can't do Herbalife just by the way, whenever you have time. Oh, today I can do, okay, I'll come, I'll talk to people. Oh, today I can't come. No. This is a business. You have to dedicate the amount of time, and it has to be written down. You have to write down, even if you're a full-timer in a job, or you have another business, or you have a lot of, you have 15 children in the house, and you have to take care of everyone, you still have to dedicate time for your business. Many people dedicate 8 to 9 hours for their job, and they make 30,000 rupees, and they dedicate 1 hour, 2 hours a week in Herbalife, and they want to make 50,000. There's no logic, right? There has to be some logic in what you're willing to do, okay? Next thing is prepare a list. Prepare a list of your circle of influence, because the coming months are going to be so incredible in the business in India and in this organization and in these systems that we have. So make sure you prepare a list if you haven't as a new associate. I'm sure you've heard it in the other lessons. In the retail and recruit lesson, you must have heard. Make sure you do it, because you listening to it and not writing it is not going to make any difference in your income. Make sure you actually do it. Start preparing the list if you haven't done it. Next thing, write this down. You want to place your first order in the next 72 hours. 500 volume points, 1,000 volume points. You know, it's 1,000 volume points from my point of view after 27 years is the smartest way to start, because you get the highest profits, highest discount on the lowest amount of purchase of products. It's the best way to start. You save money on your personal use. You make more money on your new customers. You qualify to an amazing level. All the benefits. You can earn better wholesale. You qualify for special trainings. Unbelievable. The best way to start. But do it in the next 72 hours. And always remember something. I always said this in the last 27 years in every training I have. The reason why some people have more than other people is because they are willing to do what other people are not willing to do. Don't be a part of the group that's not willing, because nothing happens there. Take that decision. Next one is be part of the Herbalife training system. Whatever training system you are connected with, make sure you are part of it. Don't take it casually. Don't join it just like you're joining some, club. You know, I'm joining just a club. It's like not club nutrition club, like a club, like I'm joining some hobby. No, take it seriously. The Herbalife training system is so special, so unique. That is why you see people who start from nothing, and in a few years, they have a beautiful life, because they were part of a system, of a success system. So make sure you're part of it. And the last thing is, of course, feel proud being part of this company. In India now, we have such an amazing, strong name in the marketplace. We are everywhere. We are recognized by the top athletes in the world, top businesses in the world. And in India, more than anywhere else in the world. So feel proud when you walk around with the Herbalife button or the Herbalife shirt. Feel proud. Whenever you get any kind of negativity or any kind of remark, is this MLM? Is this? Don't feel bad. The reason people say that is because they are ignorant about Herbalife. They are ignorant about the industry. It's not a problem. Our job is to educate people. Not everyone is going to be a great student, but our job is to educate. We are the best, highest paid educators in the world. Do you understand? The reason we get paid what we get paid is because we educate people to live a healthier life, a happier life, and a richer life. That's what we educate people. That's why we get paid. If sometimes we are going to get someone who's a bit ignorant about nutrition, ignorant about Herbalife, ignorant about network marketing, that's okay. They say, I don't dislike that. I say, why do you think like that? What is the reason? And I'm open to explain to them. If they continue with negativity, I say, no problem. Thank you so much. Here's my card. If you ever change your mind, give me a call. Goodbye. And I don't take it personally, because they don't know who I am. They're just ignorant about it. And I feel bad for them, because they just missed the best opportunity on the planet. Right? So they always feel proud, always feel, that confidence that you are part of something that in the future is going to support not only you, but the rest of your family. And remember, it always will start from your personal goals. Okay? So that's it from my side, from my part. I'm excited about the next part. I actually did my part thinking about the next part all the time, because I know it's going to be great, because we have an amazing person. So I'm going to give this back to Tulsi, and Tulsi is going to invite our next speakers. Thank you so much, everyone. Hope you learned something. Back to you, Tulsi. Thank you.
Wow, amazing. So how was the training? First part, कितने लोगों ने goal set कर लिया अपना? ओके, तो अभी का जो पार्ट है हम सर को थ्री काउंट के वो थैंक यू कहेंगे। सो 1 2 and 3। थैंक यू सो मच।
Thank you so much, sir.
और अभी का जो पार्ट है ना उसके अंदर हमें सीखने को मिलेगा कि जो हमने गोल डिसाइड किया है उसके लिए हमें क्या प्लान ऑफ एक्शन करना पड़ेगा, क्या क्या एक्शन लेने पड़ेंगे। तो उसके लिए हमारे अमेजिंग स्पीकर आने वाले हैं, है ना, जिनको वंडर बॉय ऑफ इंडिया कहा जाता है। 23 इयर्स का ह्यूज एक्सपीरियंस है। तो हम उनको इनवाइट करेंगे विद योर एनर्जी और एक्साइटमेंट। लेट्स हेल्प मी टू इनवाइट आवर नेक्स्ट स्पीकर, इंटरनेशनल एग्जीक्यूटिव प्रेसिडेंट मेंबर 20K नेक्स्ट चेयरमैन क्लब मेंबर अमोल खिल्लारे।
वेरी गुड। गुड इवनिंग एवरीबॉडी। मेरा नाम अमोल खिलारे है और मैं बहुत ही एक्साइटेड हूँ एंड आई फील लकी कि ये 5 लेक्चर जो इस साल के सबसे बेहतरीन 5 यूनिवर्सिटी के लेक्चर है उसका क्लोजिंग करने का मुझे मौका मिला है। एंड बिफोर आई स्टार्ट, आप लोग इतने लकी हो बिकॉज आपको हमारी ऑर्गेनाइजेशन के टॉप 5 प्रेसिडेंट टीम से एक एंट्री लेवल की ट्रेनिंग सीखने का मौका मिला है। सो कॉन्ग्रेचुलेशन। आई विश एंड आई प्रे कि आप इस कंपनी में कुछ बने ताकि एक दिन कुछ सालों के बाद आप बता सके कि वो नवंबर 2023 वाली जो यूनिवर्सिटी थी ना, जो सारे प्रेसिडेंट टीम ने मिलके की थी, मैं उस यूनिवर्सिटी का हिस्सा हूं। मैं उस यूनिवर्सिटी में डिस्ट्रीब्यूटर बन के ज्वाइन किया था और उसका प्रोडक्ट हूं कि इस यूनिवर्सिटी के मैं यहाँ पे पहुंचा। सो कॉन्ग्रेचुलेशंस टू यू गाइस फॉर बीइंग अ पार्ट। मेरा नाम अमोल खिलारे है। मैंने इस कंपनी में 23 साल पहले शुरुआत की थी। आप ही के जैसे जब इस कंपनी में शुरुआत की थी मैं कुछ इस तरीके से दिखता था। एक फेल्ड कॉलेज स्टूडेंट था जब इस कंपनी में आया था। एक्स्ट्रा इनकम ढूंढ रहा था ताकि घर को सपोर्ट कर सकूं। एंड यू गाइस आर सो लकी। आपने जो ये 5 लेक्चर की यूनिवर्सिटी अटेंड की, यही यूनिवर्सिटी मैंने अटेंड की। आप इसको फोटोग्राफ देख सकते हैं। डेविड सर यहाँ पे बैठे और मैं उस यूनिवर्सिटी में एज अ डिस्ट्रीब्यूटर नोट्स ले रहा था। एंड आखिरी के लेक्चर में डेविड सर पूरे ग्रुप की फोटोग्राफ लेते थे। आई विश अगर हम सब लोग एक रूम में होते तो हम भी आप लोगों का फोटो लेते। बट आप लोग यूनिवर्सिटी अटेंड करते वक्त आप अपना एक सेल्फी लेके रखिए ताकि आप दिखा सके कि मैंने इसी तरीके से अपनी यूनिवर्सिटी अटेंड की। एंड गाइस, जो भी डेविड सर ने आज आपको सुना, कहा, आपको बताया, आपको सिखाया, अगर आपने उसको लिखा है और उसको अगर आप आने वाले कुछ हफ्ते, कुछ महीने और कुछ साल इस्तेमाल करोगे ना, तो एक दिन आप काबिल बन पाओगे डेविड सर के साथ ट्रेनिंग को शेयर करने का। आज मेरे लिए वो दिन है जहां पे मैं अपने गुरु के साथ ट्रेनिंग शेयर कर रहा हूं। आप समझ रहे मेरी बात? मेरे गुरु ने 1.5 घंटे का टॉपिक किया और मैं आधे घंटे का टॉपिक कर रहा हूं। मैंने अपनी काबिलियत क्रिएट की उस लेवल तक पहुंचने के लिए कि मैं अपने गुरु के साथ खड़ा होकर ट्रेनिंग कर सकता हूं। मैंने उनसे सीखा है, मैं आज उनके साथ खड़ा हूं। इसका मतलब क्या है? राइट, इवन यू कैन डू दिस। आने वाले 10 years के बाद is it possible that you will be a president team and David sir is doing a topic and you are doing a small part in that topic and you can say कि उस यूनिवर्सिटी में डेविड सर ने लास्ट लेक्चर किया था और मैं उसमें डिस्ट्रीब्यूटर था and today I'm a president team member sharing the stage with my mentor and महागुरु Mr. David Solomon. Is it possible? and आप ये करना चाहते तो you know what you need to do? You have to implement the information in action. जो जो चीजें आपको बताई ना उसको काम पे लगाना है। डेविड सर ने मुझे बताया एंड मैंने काम पे लगाया। सबसे पहली चीज मैंने क्या की जो डेविड सर ने हमें बोली थी, बिकम सुपरवाइजर। एंड दिस इज मी, डेविड सर गिविंग द सुपरवाइजर पिन। उन्होंने कहा सुपरवाइजर बनो और मैंने क्या किया पता है? राइट ऑन, ब्लाइंड ट्रस्ट ऑन माई मेंटर। अगर वो मुझे कुछ करने के लिए बोल रहे मतलब उसमें मेरा भला होगा, मेरा फायदा होगा, तो मुझे वो करना चाहिए। And I took a decision कि I did it. Was easy? नहीं। पैसे थे? नहीं। डाउट्स थे? बहुत सारे। डर था नहीं होने का, भर भर के था। बट फिर भी मैंने क्या किया? मैंने विश्वास किया। हाँ, मैंने बोला अगर ये आदमी अपनी कंट्री, अपनी फैमिली, अपने सब कुछ छोड़ के बैग लेके एक अनजान देश में, इंडिया में आके ये बिजनेस कर रहा है और इन्हें लगता है कि ये कंपनी इंडिया में बहुत बड़ा बिजनेस ग्रो करेगी, तो मैं तो इंडिया से ही हूं, मुझे तो सिर्फ सुपरवाइजर बनना है, मुझे थोड़ी कंट्री बदलनी है, मुझे थोड़ी अपने फैमिली से दूर रहना है। उनके कमिटमेंट के हिसाब से ना मेरा सुपरवाइजर बनना तो बहुत छोटी चीज थी और मैंने बन गया। अब समझा मेरी बात? एंड द प्राउडेस्ट फीलिंग इज जिन्होंने मुझे मेरी सुपरवाइजर पिन दी, उन्होंने ही मुझे मेरी प्रेसिडेंट टीम की पिन लगाई। Are you understanding what I'm saying to you? So is it possible with you also? Yes. तो अगर आप उनका सुनते हैं और उन्होंने जो बोला वो करते हैं, तो दिस इज व्हाट इज पॉसिबल। तो दिस इज एन इनकम टैक्स रिटर्न ITR इंडिया का, आपको देखने को मिलेगा। ये मैं क्यों दिखा रहा हूं? जस्ट टू शो यू राइट ऑन व्हाट इज योर फ्यूचर इन हर्बल। ये अवेलेबल है, अब समझे मेरी बात। आप इस बिजनेस में 25,000 रुपीज भी मंथली कमा सकते हैं, आप इस बिजनेस में 50,000 रुपीज पर मंथ कमा सकते हैं, आप इस बिजनेस में 5 लाख रुपीज पर मंथ भी कमा सकते हैं, आप इस बिजनेस में 50 लाख रुपीज पर मंथ भी कमा सकते हैं, और आप इस बिजनेस में 1 करोड़ पर मंथ भी कमा सकते हैं। आप समझे मेरी बात? इट इज अवेलेबल। आपको नहीं चाहिए तो आपको लेने की जरूरत नहीं, आप उतना ही लीजिए जितना आपकी जरूरत है। इज इट सिंपल? गॉट इट? हर्बल लाइफ इज लाइक अ समंदर। आप इस समंदर में का जो पानी आपके हिसाब से आप लीजिए, आप समझे? दिस इज व्हाट इज पॉसिबल इन हर्बल लाइफ। अभी आपने ये 5 लेक्चर सुने, अभी आपका अगला काम क्या है? व्हाट इज योर नेक्स्ट स्टेप? द फर्स्ट थिंग, व्हाट इज योर नेक्स्ट स्टेप? राइट डाउन। टेक हर्बल लाइफ सीरियस अपॉर्चुनिटी टू बिल्ड योर करियर। सबसे पहला, आप हर्बल लाइफ को कैसे ट्रीट करते हो, आप हर्बल लाइफ को किस नजरिए से देखते हो, और हर्बल लाइफ को आप कितनी इंपॉर्टेंस देते हो। हम में से हर एक व्यक्ति, हम जब कॉलेज में गए, हमने जब करियर वाला कोर्स सिलेक्ट किया, तो हम कितने सीरियस हो गए उस 3 साल के लिए, 4 साल के लिए, 5 साल के लिए, बिकॉज हमें पता था कि वो 4 साल अगर मैं ईमानदारी से मेहनत लगा के अगर उस करियर में, कॉलेज में, उस कोर्स में अगर ढंग से पढूं, अच्छे मार्क्स लाऊं, अच्छे परसेंटेज लाऊं, तो आगे जाके जिंदगी भर मुझे उसका फायदा होगा। इज इट ट्रू? तो हर्बल लाइफ आपके लिए क्या है? हर्बल लाइफ आप प्रोडक्ट के डिस्काउंट मिले इसलिए कर सकते हो, हर्बल लाइफ आप एक्स्ट्रा इनकम कमाने के लिए कर सकते हो, हर्बल लाइफ आप अपने लोन पे करने के लिए कर सकते हो, हर्बल लाइफ आप एक अच्छी जिंदगी जीने के लिए कर सकते हो, या हर्बल लाइफ आप जिंदगी बदलने के लिए कर सकते हो। आप किस लिए हर्बल लाइफ कर रहे हो, जो नजरिया आपका है उस पर डिपेंड है आप हर्बल लाइफ को कितनी इंपॉर्टेंस दोगे। गॉट इट? आप सिर्फ अपने आप को एक पूछिए, क्या हर्बल लाइफ आपके लिए वो मौका बन सकता है? अगर कुछ साल ईमानदारी से सीख के, अपने आप को काबिल बना के, अपनी मेहनत से अगर एक सक्सेसफुल बिजनेस बना पाए, खड़ा कर पाए, तो कैन यू इमेजिन आपका फ्यूचर और आपकी फैमिली का फ्यूचर क्या हो सकता है? सो व्हाट इज द फर्स्ट थिंग दैट यू नीड टू डू? How much important herbal life is for you? That's up to you. हम उसको बोलेंगे आपने इतनी इंपॉर्टेंस देनी चाहिए, नहीं, वो आपकी इंपॉर्टेंस है। इज दैट ओके? दैट्स द फर्स्ट थिंग। दूसरी चीज इज योर रिजल्ट, आपका बिफोर एंड आफ्टर फोटोग्राफ। तो सबसे पहली चीज आपकी ये कीजिए, आपका और आपकी फैमिली का, आपके घर का, आपके ऑफिस का, आपके 2 व्हीलर का, आपके किचन का, आपके लिविंग रूम का, आपके प्रेजेंट घर की या लाइफ की हर परिस्थिति का वो फोटो लेके रखिए। क्यों? राइट डाउन फॉर होप, आशा, मे बी अगर ये बदल गया तो। मैंने जब हर्बल लाइफ शुरू किया था तब मेरा घर ऐसा था, मैंने जब हर्बल लाइफ शुरू किया तब मेरा हेल्थ ऐसा था, मैंने जब हर्बल लाइफ शुरू किया तब मेरी पर्सनैलिटी ऐसी थी, मैंने जब हर्बल लाइफ शुरू किया तब मैं इस जगह पे काम करता था, मैंने जब हर्बल लाइफ शुरू किया तब मैं ऐसा था। आप समझ रहे मेरी बात? तो दूसरी चीज आपको क्या करनी है, डॉक्यूमेंट योर प्रेजेंट सिचुएशन। डॉक्यूमेंट मतलब फोटो निकाल के रखो, वीडियो निकाल के रखो, ताकि अगर आपका बिजनेस सक्सेसफुल हुआ तो आप दिखा सकते हैं कि मैंने शुरुआत कहां से और कैसे की थी। Are you understanding what I'm saying to you? और आपकी आज की शुरुआत और उस वक्त का सक्सेस, ये हजारों लोगों को एक होप देगा, कॉन्फिडेंस देगा उनके लाइफ के लिए, और एक प्रूफ देगा इट वर्क्स। जैसे मैंने मेरा फोटोग्राफ दिखा डेविड सर की यूनिवर्सिटी में, आप देख के शॉक हो गए ना, अरे बाप रे, ये तो इन्हीं का बच्चा है, इन्हीं के ट्रेनिंग में से बाहर निकला है, और आज देखो इनके बाजू में इतना बड़ा स्पीकर ट्रेनर क्वालिफाइड। उससे आपको कॉन्फिडेंस मिला ना कि मे भी अपने साथ भी हो सकता है। आज अपन इनके बच्चे हैं, इनके सीख रहे, क्या पता कल उनके बाजू में बैठ पाए, हम उनके जैसे बन पाए। इज इट ट्रू? मेरा फोटो आपको कॉन्फिडेंस दे रहा है, आपका फोटो किसी और को कॉन्फिडेंस देगा। यू अंडरस्टैंड? दूसरा, प्रोडक्ट खाना शुरू करो। प्रोडक्ट्स अगर आपने अभी तक अपने खुद के इस्तेमाल के लिए प्रोडक्ट नहीं मंगाया है तो आप अपना टाइम वेस्ट कर रहे हो। आप समझ रहे हैं? अगर आप खेती करना चाहते हो तो बीज चाहिए, बीज, वो बीज लगाने से खेती होती है। इज इट ट्रू? अगर आप हर्बल लाइफ करना चाहते हो तो आपको प्रोडक्ट रिजल्ट चाहिए। जैसे बिना बीज की खेती नहीं होती, वैसे बिना प्रोडक्ट रिजल्ट का हर्बल लाइफ नहीं होता। तो आपको प्रोडक्ट रिजल्ट चाहिए। अगर एक फार्मर बोले कि मेरे पास बीज लाने के लिए पैसा नहीं है बट मैं खेती करना चाहता हूं, तो उसकी खेती होगी क्या? उसके पास जमीन होने के बाद भी वो खेती कर पाएगा? उसको अनाज उगाने की अक्ल है फिर भी वो खेती कर पाएगा? वो दिन के 14 घंटे मेहनत करने को तैयार है फिर भी वो खेती कर पाएगा? नहीं। उसको जब तक बीज ना मिले, ना जमीन, ना अकल, ना मेहनत कुछ काम में आएगी। सेम वे आपको प्रोडक्ट रिजल्ट चाहिए। अगर प्रोडक्ट रिजल्ट नहीं है तो बिजनेस नहीं होगा। सो तीसरी चीज, योर प्रोडक्ट रिजल्ट। इज दैट ओके? चौथी चीज, राइट डाउन, क्रिएट इंक्वायरीज फॉर द प्रोडक्ट्स। ऐसे लोगों को फाइंड पीपल हु आर लुकिंग फॉर हेल्थ एंड वेट लॉस सॉल्यूशन। लोगों को ढूंढने की शुरुआत कैसे करोगे? पहला तो बटन पहनना शुरू कीजिए। अपने कोच से बात करके लूज वेट नाउ, वजन घटाड़े, मैंने पूछे वजन घटाइए, मुझसे पूछे वजन कमी करा, मला विचारा, आपके लैंग्वेज में आप ये बटन मंगाइए और इसको हर जगह पे पहनना शुरू कीजिए। आप ये बटन पहन के जब मार्केट में जाएंगे तब लोगों को पता चलेगा कि आपके पास कुछ ऐसे सॉल्यूशन है जिनसे उनका प्रॉब्लम सॉल्व हो सकता है। तो इस तरीके से दूसरा तरीका ढूंढने का, सोशल मीडिया। आप राइट डाउन प्लान ऑफ एक्शन, क्रिएट इमीडिएटली एक्टिविटी प्लान, डेली एक्टिविटी प्लान। रोज मैं व्हाट्सएप स्टेटस पे क्या डालूंगा, फेसबुक पे क्या डालूंगा, इंस्टाग्राम पे क्या डालूंगा, स्टोरीज में क्या डालूंगा, स्टेटस में क्या डालूंगा, पोस्ट में क्या डालूंगा, मैं अपने मम्मी डैडी के इंस्टाग्राम पे क्या डाल सकता हूं, मेरी सिस्टर के व्हाट्सएप पे क्या डाल सकता हूं। सोशल मीडिया, राइट डाउन, इट्स अ फ्री प्लेटफॉर्म to reach to hundreds of people। सैकड़ों लोगों तक आप पहुंचोगे, सैकड़ों लोगों तक बिना पैसा खर्चा किए। इस्तेमाल कैसे करना है उसको सीखो। चौथी चीज, जितने भी लोग इंटरेस्टेड है जानने के लिए, इनवाइट देम टू द न्यूट्रिशन क्लब। आप जितने ज्यादा लोगों को न्यूट्रिशन क्लब में इनवाइट करेंगे फॉर अ फ्री ट्रायल, उतने ज्यादा लोगों को कॉन्फिडेंस मिलेगा और वो आपके कस्टमर बन सकते हैं। इनवाइट, शुरुआत विथ योर वाइफ, विथ योर हस्बैंड, विथ योर पेरेंट्स, विथ योर किड्स, विथ योर सिस्टर, विथ योर ब्रदर, विथ योर नेबर, विथ योर बेस्ट फ्रेंड्स। शुरुआत इमीडिएटली फैमिली मेंबर के थ्रू शुरू करना है, इमीडिएटली फैमिली मेंबर के थ्रू शुरू करना है और उनको इनवाइट करना है, उनको क्लब से जोड़ना है ताकि वो क्लब में आके वर्कआउट करे, हेल्थ की नॉलेज अपग्रेड करें, न्यूट्रिशन की नॉलेज अपग्रेड करें, अपने आदतों को कैसे इंप्रूव करना है उसके बारे में उनको समझ मिले, ताकि अगर हमारे घर परिवार दोस्तों में अगर अच्छी इंफॉर्मेशन जाती है, नॉलेज जाता है, उनमें फर्क आता है तो वो लोग हमारी एक एडवर्टाइजमेंट बन सकते हैं। लिखिए एडवर्टाइज, हमारी फैमिली, हमारी बिजनेस एडवर्टाइजमेंट बन सकती है। एंड उसी के साथ उन सारे लोगों को इनवाइट कीजिए फॉर अ फ्री ट्रायल जिनको सॉल्यूशन चाहिए हेल्थ एंड वेट मैनेजमेंट के लिए। अभी आप जब व्हाट्सएप स्टेटस, फेसबुक, इंस्टाग्राम या आप बटन हिट या डायरेक्ट लोगों से बात करना शुरू करेंगे, राइट डाउन, बी रेडी टू हियर नो। सारे के सारे लोग हाँ बोलेंगे क्या? क्या लगता है आपको? सारे लोग हाँ बोलेंगे? नहीं। सब लोग ना बोलेंगे? नहीं। तो अगर आपको पता है कि कुछ लोग हाँ बोलेंगे, कुछ लोग ना बोलेंगे, तो जो लोग ना बोलते हैं उनके ना सुनने से आपको तकलीफ नहीं होगी, आपको डिमोटिवेशन नहीं होगा, आपको डिसअपॉइंटमेंट नहीं होगा। सो लिखिए बी प्रैक्टिकल, बी प्रैक्टिकल। हाँ, नंबर 2, आप कितना भी बोलो बी प्रैक्टिकल, नो सुनने से डिमोटिवेशन तो होता ही है। यस और नो? गॉट इट? स्पेशली राइट डाउन, आवर फ्रेंड्स एंड फैमिलीज जब ना बोलते, आपके घर में लोग बोलते पागल है क्या, मैं नहीं करेगा तू कर, तो अपने को ऐसा लगता है क्या यार यही नहीं सुन रहे तो बाहर वाले क्या सुनेंगे। आपके क्लोज रिलेटिव्स, फ्रेंड्स, फैमिली मेंबर्स अगर आपको ना बोलते तो आपको बुरा लगेगा। राइट डाउन। जब नो इज टेम्पररी, आज जिन्होंने आपको ना बोला ना, आपका ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन आने के बाद वही लोग आपके पास वापस आएंगे पूछने के लिए, ये तूने जो कम किया अपना वजन, ये हर्बल लाइफ से ही किया क्या? मतलब अच्छा है ये, मैं भी करूं क्या ट्राई? समझा मैं आपको क्या बोलता? यही लोग जो आज आपको ना बोले ना, वो आप ही को आके पूछेंगे मुझे भी देगा क्या? गॉट इट? ऐसे हम सबके करियर में डजन्स ऑफ लोग हैं जो शुरुआत में हमें ना बोले थे, बट बाद में वो हमें हाँ बोलेंगे। इज दैट ओके? सो इट्स एक्सेप्टेड। लास्ट, डोंट बेस योर डिसीजन ऑन एडवाइस ऑफ दोज हु डोंट हैव टू डील विद द रिजल्ट। आप समझे? एग्जाम्पल मैं आपको बोलता हूं, मैंने जब शुरू किया ना, तो हमारे सोसाइटी में एक अंकल थे, मैं कभी नहीं भूलूंगा, चैटर्जी अंकल। उन्होंने मुझे घर पे बुलाया, बोला अमोल मेरे को जानना है थोड़ा सा तेरे वेट लॉस के बारे में, क्या है? तो मैं गया, मेरे से पूरा सुन लिया। फिर बाद में उन्होंने मेरे को 1 घंटा लेक्चर दिया। बोला अमोल तुझे पता है तू क्या कर रहा है? मैं बोला क्या कर रहा हूं अंकल? तू देश का पैसा बाहर भेज रहा है, तू भारत को कंगाल कर रहा है, तू जिस कंपनी के लिए काम कर रहा है वो अमेरिकन कंपनी है, तू जो प्रोडक्ट बेच रहा है ये पैसा अमेरिका को जाता है, तू भारत का पैसा बाहर बेच रहा है, तू इकोनॉमी में खराब कर रहा है। मैं बोला सर मैं 19 साल का आदमी हूं, मैं क्या भारत का पैसा बाहर, इधर मेरे घर पे पैसा नहीं आ रहा, मैं बाहर कहां से भेजूं? आपको समझा मेरी बात? तो ऐसे बहुत सारे लोग आपको मिलेंगे और अलग अलग ज्ञान बांटेंगे। आप समझे? सुनो, ये लोगों, आप लाइफ में सक्सेसफुल बनो या ना बनो, इनसे इनका कोई लेना देना नहीं रहता। इनको सिर्फ कॉलर टाइट होता है तुमको इंफॉर्मेशन देने से। समझ में आया मैं आपको क्या बोल रहा हूं? और ये लोग है ना डबल साइड से बात करते हैं। जब मैंने हर्बल बिजनेस शुरू किया था, वो लोग मेरे पास आए मेरे को नेगेटिव करने की, बट मैंने बोला भाड़ में, जब मुझे नहीं सुनना है तो वो मेरे पापा के पास गए और मेरे पापा को नेगेटिव बोलना शुरू किया। आज वही लोग मेरे पापा को जब मिलते हैं तो बोलते हैं हमको पता था अमोल बिजनेस में बड़ा बनेगा। मतलब पहले बोले ये फेल होगा, अभी बोलते हैं हमको पता था। समझ में आ रहा है? ये दोनों साइड से बात करते हैं। मालूम है ये कौन है? ये है पब्लिक। समझा? ये वही पब्लिक है जो वर्ल्ड कप में स्टेडियम में गई थी 50,000 रुपए का टिकट खरीद के, और हारने के बाद वही पब्लिक बाहर आके बोले क्या फालतू खेला साला रोहित शर्मा, अक्कल नहीं, इनको टॉस में ही हार गए ये लोग। समझ में आ रहा है? अगर समझो इंडिया जीत गई होती तो यही पब्लिक बाहर आके कैमरे के सामने क्या बोलते? आई लव इंडिया, आई लव रोहित। क्या बोलती है? समझ में आ? राइट डाउन। हम सबकी फैमिली में पब्लिक है कि नहीं? ये पब्लिक दोनों साइड से बात करती है। क्योंकि उनको रिजल्ट से कोई मतलब नहीं है। तो राइट डाउन, डोंट गिव इंपॉर्टेंस टू द एडवाइस ऑफ दिस पीपल। आप ऐसे लोगों ने सलाह या एडवाइस दी तो उनको सीरियसली मत लो। आप समझे मेरी बात? राइट डाउन। बी स्मार्ट, whom टू लिसन, whom टू फॉलो। आप उन लोगों का सुनो, उन लोगों के एडवाइस फॉलो करो अगर आपको उनके जैसे लोग, उन लोगों जैसा आपको बनना है, उन लोगों जैसी लाइफ आपको जीनी है। आप समझे मेरी बात? हमारे इंडिया में ट्रेडिशन मालूम है क्या? जस्ट बिकॉज मैं उम्र में तुमसे बड़ा हूं इसलिए मुझे तुमसे ज्यादा आता है। जस्ट बिकॉज मैं उम्र में बड़ा हूं तुमने मेरे को रिस्पेक्ट करना चाहिए। जस्ट बिकॉज मैं उम्र में बड़ा हूं तुमसे तो मैं जो बोल रहा हूं वो सही होना ही चाहिए। यस और नो? आप उम्र में बड़े हो दैट डजंट मीन आप फाइनेंशियली सक्सेसफुल हो। समझे? तो आप राइट ऑन, डोंट डिसरिस्पेक्ट बट डोंट फॉलो द एडवाइस। आप उनको इज्जत मत निकालो, अंकल तुम इतने साल से काम करते अभी भी साला टू व्हीलर पे घूमता है चिंदी, ऐसा मत बोलो उनको, समझा? बट आप इतना इसको अगर इतनी अक्कल होती तो ये टू व्हीलर पे क्यों है? अगर इसको इतनी अक्कल होती तो ये 1 BHK में क्यों रह रहा है? अगर इसको इतनी अक्कल होती तो इसके बच्चे ऐसे स्कूल में क्यों जा रहे हैं? अगर इसको इतनी अक्कल होती तो ये ऐसी लाइफ क्यों जी रहा है? समझ में आया? तो बिकम स्मार्ट। स्मार्ट लोग मालूम है क्या है? स्मार्ट लोग देखते हैं, सुनते हैं, बट बोलते कम है, समझा? डोंट टेक एडवाइस ऑफ दोज पीपल इफ यू डोंट वांट टू लिव अ लाइफ लाइक देम। ओके, नेक्स्ट, टेक डिसीजंस। Immediately take decision to move to next level. 35%, 42%, 500 volume या success builder order. Immediately decision. मालूम है क्यों लेना? Write down. Number 1, lock yourself in the business. अब जब 500 वॉल्यूम लेते हैं या 1000 वॉल्यूम पॉइंट लेते हैं तो क्या होता है मालूम है? आपके घर में थोड़े प्रोडक्ट्स आते हैं। तो अभी आपको घर में प्रोडक्ट्स आए तो आप मालूम है क्या करोगे? आप कुछ भी करोगे और कस्टमर ढूंढोगे। अगर आपको किसी ने ना बोला, बोलोगे ठीक है भाड़ में जा, नेक्स्ट कौन है? समझ में आ गया मैं आपको कह रहा हूं? अगर आपको 5 लोगों ने ना बोला ना, आप छठवां आदमी ढूंढोगे। क्यों मालूम है? आपके घर में प्रोडक्ट है। अगर आपके घर में प्रोडक्ट नहीं है ना, 5 लोगों ने ना बोला ना, आप बटन निकालोगे, समुद्र में जाओगे, स्वाहा। ये बिजनेस अपने काम का नहीं है, कुछ नया ढूंढते। आप समझ रहे मेरी बात? इसको बोलते हैं राइट ऑन, टेक कमिटमेंट। टेक कमिटमेंट। आप कमिटमेंट लीजिए। किस चीज की कमिटमेंट लीजिए? मैं कुछ भी हो ये बिजनेस करके रहूंगा, मैं कुछ भी हो कस्टमर ढूंढ के रहूंगा, मैं कुछ भी हो पैसा कमा के रहूंगा। वो कैसे होता है? व्हेन यू टेक कमिटमेंट। तो हाउ इट हैपेंस? 35% या 42%। अभी तुम में से कुछ लोग रहेंगे तुम्हारे पास खुद का पैसा होगा, वेरी गुड, यूज योर ओन मनी। आप बोलेंगे लेकिन सर वो बैंक में रखा है, एफडी में है, इधर है। राइट ऑन, बिकम स्मार्ट एंड कैलकुलेट द रेट ऑफ इंटरेस्ट। आपका पैसा बैंक में पड़ा है, कितना इंटरेस्ट मिलता है? एफडी में पड़ा है, कितना इंटरेस्ट मिलता है? एंड कंपेयर इट विद हर्बल प्रॉफिट, 35%, 42%। आपका बैंक 42% रिटर्न देता है क्या? हाँ? अगर आपको 1 साल भी लगते प्रोडक्ट रिटेल करने को तो आप 35%, 42%, 50% प्रॉफिट कमा सकते हैं। वही पैसा आप 1 साल बैंक में रखो, एफडी में आपको 7.5% मिलेगा। 7.5 की दर, 35 की दर, 42 की दर, 50 की दर। हाँ, समझा? दूसरे कैटेगरी, सर मेरे पास नहीं है, वेरी गुड, बहुत अच्छी कैटेगरी। मालूम है क्या है? दुनिया के 90% बिजनेस तुम्हारे कैटेगरी के लोग होते हैं। मालूम है क्या? राइट ऑन, उधार वाले। ये दूसरों से पैसा लेके अपना बिजनेस शुरू करते हैं, इंक्लूडिंग अंबानी। आप समझे? इंक्लूडिंग बिग बिजनेस पीपल, वो लोन लेके बिजनेस शुरू करते हैं। अभी आपको एक चीज बताता हूं, सुनो। 2 कैटेगरी के लोग रहते हैं, एक होते रिच, दूसरे होते हैं नॉट रिच। रिच लोग कैसे बनते पता है? लोन लेके बिजनेस को सक्सेसफुल बना के रिच होते हैं। और जो नॉट रिच होते हैं ना, वो लोन लेके बाइक चलाते, वो लोन लेके फोन खरीदते, वो लोन लेके टीवी खरीदते, वो लोन लेके घर खरीदते। मतलब वो लोन लेके वो चीजें खरीदते हैं जिससे पैसा बनता नहीं है। पैसे वाले लोग लोन लेके उस चीज में पैसा लगाते जिससे पैसा बनता है। आप डिफरेंस समझ रहे? क्यों पैसे वाले हैं और क्यों जो नहीं पैसे वाले वो पैसे वाले नहीं है? दोनों कैटेगरी के लोग लोन लेते हैं। एक पैसा बनाने के लिए लोन लेता है, एक जीवन जीने के लिए लोन लेता है। एक जिंदगी बनाने के लिए लेता है और एक जीवन जीने के लिए लेता है। डिफरेंस है, टेक दैट। आपका मेन गोल क्या होना चाहिए? क्यों अपने 1000 वॉल्यूम पॉइंट कंप्लीट करने चाहिए रिटेल स्कूल। 3 दिसंबर को आपको एक मौका मिलने वाला है 2 घंटे की ट्रेनिंग सुनने का, एक सर्जन से। गाइस, सर्जन, आप समझो सर्जन। आप गूगल पे जाके ढूंढो एक व्यक्ति को डॉक्टर और सर्जन बनने के लिए कितने साल की पढ़ाई लगती है। आप समझ रहे? एक ऐसे व्यक्ति जो खुद सर्जन है, फिर दूसरा वो खुद के हॉस्पिटल चलाते और फिर वो हर्बल भी करते। सोचो। और आज भी पार्ट टाइम हर्बल लाइफ करके प्रेसिडेंट टीम लेवल अचीव की। गाइस, अगर ऐसा व्यक्ति हर्बल लाइफ के बाहर आपको और मुझे कहां पे मिलता है जो सिखाएगा लाइफ एंड बिजनेस के बारे में? आपको यहाँ पे सीखने का मौका मिल रहा है। तो अगर आप 30 नवंबर के पहले अपना 1000 वॉल्यूम पॉइंट कंप्लीट करते तो आप ये ट्रेनिंग अटेंड करोगे। अभी आपने ये क्यों करना चाहिए? राइट डाउन। मनी इज टेम्पररी, नॉलेज इज परमानेंट। आप समझे? अगर आपने इस ट्रेनिंग को क्वालिफाई किया तो इस ट्रेनिंग में जो 2 घंटे में आपको सीखने मिलेगा ये आपके साथ जिंदगी भर रहेगा गाइस। तो आपको क्या करना है? आपको आने वाले 7 दिन में साम दाम दंड भेद अपना 1000 वॉल्यूम पॉइंट करना है। कोई भी हालत में 1000 वॉल्यूम पॉइंट करना है। कैसे? क्यों? सो दैट यू कैन अटेंड दिस। एंड नंबर 2, सुपरवाइजर लेवल अचीव करना है उसके अगले 2 महीने। सो नवंबर आप 1000 वॉल्यूम करेंगे एंड दिसंबर और जैन में आपका सुपरवाइजर कंप्लीट करेंगे। अभी आप बोलेंगे सर अगले 2 महीने में मैंने 1000 किया, बाकी के 3000 कैसे होंगे? लिखिए, फाइंड 3 पीपल हु कैन डू 1000। आप अपना नवंबर में 1000 वॉल्यूम पॉइंट कीजिए और दिसंबर और जैन महीने में आप 3 ऐसे लोग बनाइए, ढूंढिए आपके टीम में कस्टमर या डिस्ट्रीब्यूटर जो आने वाले 2 महीने में 1000 करेंगे। अगर आपका 1000 हो गया और उन तीनों ने 1000 किया, 1000 आने वाले 2 महीने में यू कंप्लीट योर सुपरवाइजर। तो जनवरी मंथ 2024 आपका साल सुपरवाइजर लेवल से शुरू होगा। अगर आपने दिसंबर महीने में ही ढूंढ लिया 3 लोग जो 1000 करेंगे तो आपका दिसंबर मंथ में सुपरवाइजर हो सकता है। एंड सुनो, अगर आपने आने वाले 7 दिन में ऐसे लोग ढूंढे, आपने 1000 कर आने वाले 7 दिन में अगर आपने 3 ऐसे लोग ढूंढे या आपके पास ऑलरेडी 3 ऐसे लोग हैं जो आपके साथ 1000 कर सकते हैं, तो इसी महीने के आखिर में आपका सुपरवाइजर लेवल हो सकता है। इससे आसान तरीका आपको मिलेगा सुपरवाइजर बनने का। अभी आपने सुपरवाइजर क्यों बनना है? सिंपल, राइट नाउ। नंबर 1, लाइफ लॉन्ग बेनिफिट ऑफ सुपरवाइजर लेवल एंड लाइफ लॉन्ग ट्रेनिंग्स फ्रॉम सक्सेसफुल पीपल। एक तो सुपरवाइजर की बेनिफिट मिलेगी 50% वाली, होलसेल वाली, रॉयल्टी वाली, और दूसरा आपको जिंदगी भर मौका मिलेगा सक्सेसफुल लोगों से सीखने का। गाइस, हम लोग लाखों रुपया पे करते हैं होटल मैनेजमेंट में, एमबीए में, इंजीनियर में। सोचिए, अलग अलग प्रोफेशन के 2 साल का कोर्स, 3 साल का कोर्स, 4 साल का कोर्स के लिए लाखों रुपए फीस में भरते हैं, बुक्स में भरते हैं। एंड जो सिखाने वाले लोग हैं बहुत रिस्पेक्टेड, दिल से अच्छे, ईमानदार, बट अनफॉर्चुनेटली वो फाइनेंशियली सक्सेसफुल नहीं है। हर्बल लाइफ में आपको फाइनेंशियल सक्सेसफुल लोग मिलेंगे जो आपको सिखाएंगे। अभी आपने क्या करना है? आपने राइट नाउ रीजन ढूंढना है। रीजन जो डेविड सर बोले ना, रीजन कि क्यों मैंने आने वाले 7 दिन में सक्सेस बिल्डर करना है। क्यों मैंने ऐसे 3 लोग ढूंढने जो सक्सेस बिल्डर करेंगे और सुपरवाइजर लेवल अचीव करूंगा। क्यों? यू हैव टू फाइंड अ व्हाई। सुपरवाइजर बनना आपका गोल है, बट सुपरवाइजर क्यों बनना चाहिए वो व्हाई। मैं सुपरवाइजर क्यों बना? मैं 7 दिन के अंदर सुपरवाइजर बना, डेविड सर ने बताने के बाद। 21 लोगों से पैसा उधार लेके बना, डेविड से बताने के बाद। क्यों? ओनली फॉर 1 रीजन। मेरे को हर्बल लाइफ में एक चांस देखा कि मेरे जैसा एक सिंपल मिडिल क्लास ऑर्डिनरी लड़का अपनी जिंदगी को बदल सकता है, अपनी फैमिली को एक बेहतर जिंदगी दे सकता है। दैट्स इट, एक चांस, एक होप, एंड दैट्स व्हाट। फाइंड योर व्हाई। नेक्स्ट चीज मैं आपको बताऊंगा, अगर तुम नहीं ढूंढोगे तो कौन ढूंढेगा? अगर तुम अपनी जिंदगी को बेहतर करने का डिसीजन नहीं लोगे तो कौन आके आपकी जिंदगी को बेहतर करने का डिसीजन लेगा? एंड अगर अभी नहीं लोगे तो कभी लोगे? ये सेंटेंस लिख लो, इफ नॉट यू देन हु, इफ नॉट नाउ देन व्हेन। समझो थोड़ा इस सेंटेंस के मीनिंग को, थोड़ा सा अपने आप के साथ बात करो आज रात को। इफ नॉट, अगर मैं नहीं करूं तो कौन करेगा यार, और अभी नहीं करूं तो कब करूं? You take a decision. Because एक चीज याद रखो, राइट नाउ, लाइफ में अपॉर्चुनिटी किसके लिए रुकती नहीं है। लाइफ में अपॉर्चुनिटी, 3 इडियट मूवी गई थी शाहरुख खान के पास, बस उसके पास टाइम नहीं था तो वो मिल नहीं पाया राजू हिरानी को, फिर वो अपॉर्चुनिटी गई आमिर खान के पास। इज इट अमेजिंग? लाइफ में मौका कभी किसी के लिए रुकता नहीं। मैं आपको ये प्रॉमिस करूंगा कि आप हर्बल लाइफ में सक्सेसफुल होंगे? नहीं। मैं क्या भविष्यवाणी कर सकता हूं? नहीं। बट आपको एक प्रॉमिस करूंगा, राइट नाउ, यू विल नेवर बी अलोन। आप कभी अकेले नहीं रहोगे। आपके पास आपके कोच हैं, आपके स्पॉन्सर हैं, आपके अपलाइन लीडर हैं, आपके पास गेट टीम्स हैं, मिलेनियर टीम्स है, प्रेसिडेंट टीम है, डेविड सर है और मैं हूं। हम सब लोग आपके साथ हैं। आपका काम हम करेंगे क्या? बिल्कुल नहीं, बट आपने क्या काम करना चाहिए वो सिखाने के लिए हम तैयार हैं। अगर आप गलती से अपने गलती से गिर गए तो खड़ा करने के लिए वापस हम हैं। तो वी आर देयर टू सपोर्ट यू, टू गाइड यू, टू एजुकेट यू, टू इंस्पायर यू until you don't become somebody like us. अभी ये आपके हाथ में है। आखिरी एडवाइस फॉर यू ऑल, treat Herbalife like a serious business and not like a hobby. Be part of all the upcoming Herbalife trainings. Take responsibility of your business. ये आपका बिजनेस, आपके स्पॉन्सर का बिजनेस नहीं है। Take decisions to move to your next level. Find serious goal why to become successful in this business. And last, have vision. मतलब see what is possible. See what is possible. क्या हो सकता है? क्यों? Because हमारे फाउंडर कहते हैं your success is only limited by your own imagination and your own hard work. तो अगर आप देख पाते हैं आने वाले 5 साल में, थिंक फॉर 1 सेकेंड, मैं ज्यादा बड़ी बात नहीं बोल रहा हूं, 5 साल, जस्ट इमेजिन 5 साल। आपको लगता है मार्केट में 5 साल में लोगों की हेल्थ और फिटनेस की तरफ सीरियसनेस और बढ़ेगी? लोग अपनी हेल्थ एंड फिटनेस को बेहतर रखने के लिए थोड़ा और एक्स्ट्रा खर्चा करेंगे अपने बजट में से? लोग न्यूट्रिशन को अपने जीवन शैली का हिस्सा बनाएंगे? आपको लगता है आज जितना लोग प्रोडक्ट यूज कर रहे हैं उससे कई गुना ज्यादा आने वाले 5 साल में लोग प्रोडक्ट यूज करेंगे? तो है बड़ा बिजनेस आने वाले 5 साल में भारत में? उस बड़े बिजनेस का छोटा केक का हिस्सा अगर आपके घर में आवे तो वो ऊपर वाला अपने हाथ से ऐसा तुम्हारे घर पे नहीं डालेगा। तुमको मार्केट में जाना पड़ेगा, अपनी मेहनत लगानी पड़ेगी और उस केक का हिस्सा काट के अपने घर पे लेके आना पड़ेगा। आप तैयार हैं? तो लेट्स डू इट टुगेदर। ओके, सो आई वांट टू कांग्रेचुलेट यू ऑल। आप लोगों ने ये 5 लेक्चर की यूनिवर्सिटी कंप्लीट की, शाबाश की दीजिए अपने आप को। ओके, बहुत सारे शहर और बहुत सारे स्टेट से लोग जुड़े हैं आज के कॉल पे। आई विश एंड आई प्रे कि ये 5 लेक्चर की यूनिवर्सिटी आपके लिए वो 5 लेक्चर होने चाहिए जो आपके लिए एक नई जिंदगी की तरफ लेके जाने के, एक बोलते ना वो दरवाजा खोलने वाले, खुल जा सिम सिम वाला जो दरवाजा होता है ना, वो आपके लिए वो दरवाजा खोलने वाले 5 लेक्चर की यूनिवर्सिटी हो। ये पूरे के पूरे 5 लेक्चर की यूनिवर्सिटी हमने यूट्यूब पे रिकॉर्ड की है, इसको प्लेलिस्ट में डालेंगे और ये यूनिवर्सिटी के लेक्चर्स आपको मिलेंगे आपके अपलाइन टैग टीम से। तो आप उनसे मंगा सकते हो ये 5 लेक्चर की यूट्यूब की यूनिवर्सिटी, ताकि इन फ्यूचर कभी भी आपको ये यूनिवर्सिटी वापस अटेंड करनी है या बिजनेस में कुछ डाउट आते हैं या कुछ और नॉलेज चाहिए तो वापस आप इन्हीं 5 लेक्चर की यूनिवर्सिटी को